Hey there, I'm Alex. Are you looking forward to learning English and specifically phrasal verbs? If that is your case, welcome to today's episode. I am going to narrate a story about a student getting ready for exams. After that, I'll explain some useful phrasal verbs that appear in the story. Let's begin. Hi, I'm Alex. This week has been crazy. Our final exams are coming up, and I'm really trying to keep up with all my subjects. Yesterday, I went over my notes for biology, but there is still so much to learn. Sometimes I just want to give up, but my friends always cheer me up when I feel down. Last night I ran into my teacher at the library and she told me to focus on the main topics instead of trying to study everything. That really paid off because I finally started to figure out the difficult parts. I also set up a study schedule and cut down on my time on social media. It's not easy, but I have to stick to that plan if I want to pass. I hope all this effort pays off in the end. Anyway, wish me luck. That was a great story. That was a spectacular story about this student. Now we are going to understand each one of the phrasal verbs that we have heard. The first, or the phrasal verb number one that we have listened is keep up with. The meaning is to stay at the same level or progress as something or someone. For instance, I'm trying to keep up with all my subjects. So it is used when you are maintaining the same pace or level. We can also say, for instance, keep up with homework or lessons. If we notice in the previous example that I gave, I'm trying to keep up with all my subjects. What are we doing? We are trying to maintain the same pace or level. So we are trying to have the same rhythm, the same level, or the same pace. This is about keep up with. Number two, go over. Go over. To review or check something carefully. This is the meaning, to review or check something carefully. For instance, I went over my notes for biology. We use this when we study or review material again. Teachers also go over topics in class. If we notice, go over means to review or check something again very carefully. Number three, give up. Give up. Stop trying or quit. For instance, sometimes I just want to give up. It is common when someone feels tired or frustrated and wants to stop doing something. For instance, it says, sometimes I just want to give up. It has the same meaning as I just want to stop doing it. I just want to give up. So if you notice, give up means to stop trying or quit. You give up doing something. And the next one is cheer up. Cheer up. To make someone feel happier. We have an example. My friends always cheer me up. And it is used when someone helps you feel better when you're sad. We can say that my friends always helps me feel happier. Because if we notice, it says cheer up to make someone feel happier. My friends always cheer me up. We are going to move to the next phrasal verb. Run into. Run into. To meet someone unexpectedly. To meet someone unexpectedly. For instance, I ran into my teacher at the library. The meaning is you meet someone by chance, not on purpose, because it says unexpectedly. So you are not expecting to meet that person. It is by chance and it is not on purpose. We are going to continue with focus on. Focus on. To give attention to something specific. You give attention to something specific. For example, she told me to focus on the main topics. We use this when concentrating on what is most important. So you are paying attention to something specific. To give attention to something specific, we are talking about the phrasal verb focus on. We are going to move to the next one. Pay off. Pay off. To be successful after hard work. For example, that really paid off. That really paid off means your effort brings good results in the end. For example, you have been studying all day, and at the end of the day you understand, you can explain what you have been studying. So that really paid off because it has brought good results in the end. Other phrasal verb is figure out. Figure out, to understand or solve something. For example, I finally started to figure out the difficult parts. It is used when you understand something confusing. Because if we remember the example, I finally started to figure out the difficult parts. I finally started to understand the difficult parts. The other phrasal verb is set up. Set up. To arrange or organize something. For example, I set up a study schedule. It is common when you plan or create something like schedule, event, or account. If you notice, I set up a study schedule. I organized a study schedule. If you notice, you are organizing something, you use the phrasal verb set up. Moving on to other phrasal verb is cut down on. Cut down on. To reduce the amount of something. I cut down on my time on social media. I cut down on my time on social media. This is an example, and it means doing something less often or using less of something like time, sugar, or money. I can also say I reduced my time on social media. So this is the phrasal verb cut down on. And the last one is stick to continue doing something even when it's hard. I have to stick to the plan. This is the example. And the meaning, to keep following your plan, rule, or promise even if it's harder. Because you stick to the rule, you stick to the plan. So this is the last phrasal verb. Thank you so much for being here, and that's it for today's episode. And try to use these phrasal verbs when you talk about your study habits or routines. Remember, the best way to learn them is to put them into real situations. Thank you so much once again for listening, and don't forget to follow, give it a like, share the video, and also follow the channel for more English. Thank you so much.